For the first time in a long time, tighten up those belts. It's time to go. Wheels up.
I like that. For the first time in a long time. Okay.
That was,
It has been 3
I threw
weeks.
the sauce on it. It's been 3 weeks, huh? It's been 72 years. No, it's been a minute. Welcome back to Wheels Up Wednesday, episode 6 of season 2, here with Matt Omick. I'm Spencer Hill. Matt, it's been a little bit since we've been in the studio, man. What have you been up to?
It has been a little bit, 3 weeks to be exact.
3 whole weeks.
The first week, we started out with a nice little spring break action. Second week, I did a marathon, and we're looking at week 3 right now. What have you been up to?
Well, it was not the greatest day for me. I missed work because I was in the hospital today.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, I fainted last week, and I guess it concerned a couple people.
Not yourself, though, right?
I wasn't too worried about it, but it did
That's
concern
good.
a couple people. So I went in to change my oil and just get some things checked out.
Right.
Did a CT scan on my brain to make sure I'm still as stupid as ever. And yeah, nothing up top. So
How did the results come back? Positive, negative?
They pretty much were like, well, that'll be $300. We don't really know what's wrong.
We can't do much for you, but thanks for coming in.
Yeah, I love the healthcare system.
You can pay at the counter.
I love the healthcare system. It's it never fails.
But let's talk about spring break. I'm really glad we did that. That was fun. Let me ask you, what was your favorite part of the whole thing? I know there was a lot going on compressed in a few days, but...
Yeah, and for those of you that don't know what we did for spring break, we actually went out to Florida, to Panama City Beach, which is supposed to be the spring break capital of the world, and it really didn't let us down that much, Matt.
No.
It was fun. It was a good time out there. We arrived 2 weeks ago today, and we got right to the festivities.
Yeah, we did. Absolutely. So your favorite part?
My favorite part, honestly, probably... Hammerhead Fred's.
Hammerhead Fred's. That was honestly, yeah, that and Coyote Ugly. I had a really good time there.
Yeah, and those are 2 local bars over there. Hammerhead Fred's is like an all-out just electric dance.
I thought you were gonna say maybe visiting the TV show.
Yeah, I was just getting to that one next. The real reason that I pushed so hard to get out there was because it's actually the home of my favorite TV show. And it's Floribama Shore, which is a spinoff of Jersey Shore. Mm-hmm. And we literally stayed next door to the house that they film at and they stay at over there. So I got to go check out that house on Tuesday, and it was so cool.
We checked out majority of the locations, and it's cool watching the episodes now because you can be like, oh, hey, I've been there. Or, hey, that person looks familiar. Yeah,
and we got kicked out of a couple places, but I'm honestly impressed at how little trouble we got ourselves into. We behaved. I'm impressed.
We definitely, we had to tame it down just to make sure.
Jason had a rough time out there.
Yeah.
He did have a rough time without going into too much detail on that one.
but we're all alive. We're healthy. Well, at least some of us are.
Well, yeah. Minus my hospital visit, I'm good.
And we don't have to go back for any extra reasons.
What about you? What was your favorite time out there?
I enjoyed the beach, and I enjoyed Coyote Ugly a lot. Mm-hmm. Been there before. Margaritaville was cool, and yeah, I'd say those.
Yeah, and then we got to play volleyball. Of course, anytime we're on a beach is much better than being in New Mexico.
Yeah.
So, honestly, great spring break.
Yep.
But we got a good episode today, Matt.
Yep, we have our guest that you guys have never seen before. Coming right up after this segment here.
Yep, Mr. Michael Fanelli. Footlong Fanelli in the house tonight, so everyone has been really excited about that. I've gotten a lot of requests to have him in. He's always a character both on and off the track, so we're going to dive into a little bit of his personal life, see what makes him tick, and I'm sure have a couple laughs here in just a short minute. But before we get into that, Matt, let's get into some racing news. World of Outlaws rained out this past weekend in California, but the last race that they ran, of course, we've been gone for a couple weeks, was at Stockton 2 weeks ago, where Logan Schuchart became the 6th driver out of 7 races that the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series has ran this year. He became a winner finally, And it was in pretty interesting fashion. Stockton dirt track over there always gets pretty tacky, always pretty rough track, big curb, and it did not disappoint, Matt. It was a good race over there.
Nice.
No NHRA this weekend.
No, they're going to race this weekend. We'll cover that a little bit later. You want to talk about some of the midgets happening?
Yeah, Power Eye midget action over for the Turnpike Challenge in Oklahoma this weekend. I want to talk about the last day. Sunday was the finale over there, and that was at Port City Raceway. Of course, a little bull ring over there in Tulsa area. And Jonathan Beeson beat Christopher Bell Sunday night, and it was in spectacular fashion, Matt. The two collided at the finish line. A green-white checkered finish put Beeson around the hub on the bottom of the track while Bell was singing it up top, and the two were coming out of turn 4 for the checkered flag side by side. They collided. Beeson would win by inches, and Christopher Bell would get squeezed in the fence and flip over the finish line. The margin of victory on that one, just 0.02 of a second. Good field for the midgets, Matt.
Dang, that's pretty close. That's quite the feat to beat Christopher Bell, too.
Mm-hmm.
That's no easy job.
Yep, 51 midgets making the field this past weekend over there. So I don't know about you, Matt, but I think midget racing is alive and well again, at least on a national standpoint.
Yep. Making a comeback. So AMA Supercross this weekend was in Seattle. In the 250 main, we had Dylan Ferrandis getting that win. Right behind him, Adam Cianciarulo and Jimmy Dakotas third. Cianciarulo is still your points leader. In the 450 main, Marvin Muskin again, just win after win. And right behind him, Ken Roxon and Eli Tomac would be rounding out the third place.
It wasn't without a little bit of discrepancy, though, as Marvin Muskin was docked 7 points after the finish because he did not roll through a medical flagged area where there was a bad wreck going on shortly after the start of the race on lap 2. A couple riders went down. Chad Reed, one of them, he's out for the season now. That was just announced today, so unfortunate news out of the number 22 stable.
That was a pretty nasty wreck. Head injury, right?
Yep, and Marvin Muskin, of course, jumped through that medical area, whereas the rest of the riders behind him, including Ken Roxon, rolled through it how you're supposed to.
Right.
And that did lead to docking 7 points for the championship for Marvin Muskin. So big hit as far as that goes, but he is able to retain his win. Let's roll into some NASCAR Gander Outdoors Truck Series action, Matt.
Yeah, Kyle Busch taking the win for the True North Global 250. Exciting truck race overall. There was, 7 cautions for 50 laps?
Yeah, good truck race, and I want to give a quick shout out to Ross Chastain. Won a stage and was really competing all day with Kyle Busch in a pretty underfunded truck in the Nice Motorsports number 45. So good shout out to Ross Chastain. Another fun fact on him really quick. Of the 11 races ran, he is the only driver to run every series race this season.
Really?
So he has ran every race that NASCAR in the 3 national divisions has ran this year. So shout out to you, Ross Chastain, making it happen out there. Of course, everybody has documented how great of a driver he is becoming. Now Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series action. Brad Keselowski was the name of the game this weekend, Matt.
Yep. Got her done in the paperclip. He led, 446 laps of 500. I think that moved him up to the most led of all. I think Jeff Gordon led a little under that back in 2002 or something. Luckily, I picked him for our little pool.
You did, which I do owe you $10. I'll get that right after this.
It really wasn't too much. It's kind of boring. What do you think?
Yeah, I think a lot of it's the high horsepower that they brought over there.
Yeah.
Even on a short track like that where they always say that aerodynamics don't really play a factor, they do. It's just not as huge as a track such as Texas Motor Speedway, which we will go to this weekend.
Yes.
But it did, I feel, affect the race. We had higher corner speeds this weekend, making it harder to pass, and that showed as this was the least amount of lead changes at Martinsville in the modern era. So, I think NASCAR's going to have to make a change on that here pretty soon, Matt.
Yep, I agree. Well, that just almost does it for our first segment.
Yep, and we actually have a real commercial this week, so I'm kind of excited about that. Right after the other side of that, though, we'll be here with Michael Fanelli talking about some crazy things, I'm sure. So stay tuned. You're watching Wheels Up Wednesday, and we'll be right back. This episode of Wheels Up Wednesday is brought to you by Distinct Inc., With all the best apparel brands known to man and unmatched customer service, Distinct Inc. is no doubt the way to go. They cover us here at Wheels Up Wednesday, and they should cover you too. Distinct Inc. Go online now at www.distinctinc.com. Email them today at distinctinc@gmail.com or call them at 505-290-0793. That's Distinct Inc. Tell them we sent you.
Welcome back to our second segment of Wheels Up. Now join with us, Michael Fanelli.
Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
Yeah,
No
thanks
problem,
for showing
dude.
up, man.
Yeah.
By the way, loving the new hair.
You know, it's been a long off season this year, so I've been growing out the flow, just kind
So
of
that is your real hair.
This is my real hair.
it looks good,
Rico, he paid me to wear this hat on this show. Just want to throw it out
Do
there.
you condition it daily?
Dude, condition twice a day.
Twice a day?
Yeah.
I
So
love
in
it.
the morning,
Yes.
and then after the gym.
After the
I got to
gym?
keep that flow going.
Always
gotta
gotta
keep it
keep the
fresh.
flow.
So you go to the gym daily as well?
Dude, the grind never stops.
The grind never stops.
Trust
you gotta
the
put in
process,
the work.
boys.
Okay. That's
Always
fair.
gotta trust the process. So, Michael, first time on the show. First of all, thank you for coming on. I know a lot. It's kind of hard to get guests on this show.
Yeah.
Hard to imagine that, but I am glad that you came on. Winner of the 2018 Sprint Car Stampede and 2016 NMMRA champion. You've been doing this for a while. What about 2019? What do you got in store for us?
2019, I'm ready to just keep rolling our momentum from last season into it. We really ended the season on a hot streak, picking up the win at the Stampede. Went to Western Worlds, had an all right run. Started the season in Vegas, the 27th and 28th of February this season. Didn't have the best showing, but we went up there, we had fun, learned a little bit, and we're excited for Sandia April 13th, and we're going to go out there and going to give it all we got. As the Nelk boys would say, it's a full send.
So you've already done a couple races this year. You prepared for the upcoming ones?
Yeah.
As much as you could be, at least?
As much as you could be. Vegas is a fun one.
Nice.
It's with the USAC boys, so it's not an easy race, but definitely go up there, learn a lot. It's a fast track. It's a lot of fun. The World of Outlaws are there. The NASCAR K&N Series was there this year.
Yeah, how was that?
It was just a really cool environment to be around. At the drivers' meeting, they talked about, they took a picture of the top qualifiers from each division. So the World of Outlaws, the USAC car, and the K&N car. And they were saying it's the first time all three of those divisions are racing on the same track. So it was very cool to be a part of that.
Yeah, so literally like making history over there. That's badass.
Making history with a 14th place finish, but we're not going to talk about that.
What we do want to talk about though is you've been getting swole at the gym, dude.
Dude.
You were looking good lately.
I appreciate that.
You're
man.
looking like a snack, brother.
Dude, I'm not a snack. I'm a whole ass meal.
You're a foot-long sub up in
That's
here.
right, baby.
Yeah, where did the whole foot-long thing come from? Who dubbed that?
Oh, man. So that goes back to high school, about my junior year. I had broken up with my girlfriend. People, I guess, are curious. They asked her, and she said it was a foot long. And, my boy, shout out to my boy Marcus Hill if he sees this. He's the one that started it. He said footlong Fanelli one night at Dion's after a football game. And
that shit
it
just
stuck. Yeah, I glowed up. I was all of a sudden
dude.
I knew about everybody on campus, and my parents found out about it. That was kind of weird, but shout out to like the coolest parents ever. I'm sure they're gonna see this. Love you guys, and they kind of told their friends, and it ended up going around the racing community, and that's just my nickname now. People
I
call me
like it,
Footlong.
dude. It works. It gets the attention.
You just mentioned your parents. Of course, Frank Fanelli, pretty much a staple out at the track. Everyone loves Frank.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite traveling story about Frank? Like, what's one story that maybe not a lot of people know, but
Yeah, definitely one of the stories that not a lot of people know about that will stick out in my mind forever. We were on our way to race in Vancouver, Canada with the quarter midgets for the Western Grands, and we're just probably like an hour before we're about to cross the border into Canada. We stop at a rest stop. And keep in mind, I'm like 10 years old, so I'm just kind of chilling, going with the flow. He stops, go in the bathroom, and he never put the e-brake on.
Oh baby!
So,
that's
yeah,
good.
in a rest stop, like on a hill. So I'm just chilling, whipping me up a sandwich. Footlong Sub Shop hit me up. Just whipping me up a sandwich. Just doing my thing. Ham, mayo, cheese.
The essential.
Classic.
Yeah, but you don't
Yes,
go
sir.
Italian because you are a little bit Italian.
Oh yeah, you definitely.
get the
I put it
meatballs?
on the Italian herb and cheese bread.
Okay,
So
okay.
if you don't get the Italian herb and cheese, really sleeping on it. I'm just saying, like, it's just gonna light your taste buds up.
But back to
Delicious.
the back
But
to
back
the
to the
e-brake.
story. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm making a sandwich. He's in the bathroom, and then all of a sudden he goes, "Are we rolling?" And I was like, "Huh?" And I look because the front of the motorhome's to my right, so I look right, and we're rolling across this rest stop. And he goes, I mean, he's in the bathroom, taking a whiz. So he's all, "Hit the brake." Well, like 10-year-old me just kind of walks up there, like,
And taking your time.
taking
making
my
your
time,
sub.
took a bite of my sandwich, made sure I had a refreshment. I got up there and there's like this huge brake pedal. That's all
Yeah.
I've ever seen was race cars. The pedals are tiny.
Yeah.
This huge pedal. And I'm like, huh? And just looking at it.
What is that?
Yeah, and then he's like yelling at me. And then we hit the hill because we were pretty close by the time I got up there.
Oh, man.
And I go over the dash, hit the windshield, and by that time he had almost walked to the front. Pants still at his ankles. He pulled his boxers up, but pants on his
man.
ankles. I mean, it was a funny time, something we'll never forget. And cracked the windshield.
Oh, so there was damage.
Oh, there was a lot of damage. The
Oh,
front of the
baby.
motorhome was all broken.
And you guys still use that motorhome, right?
Yeah, well, this isn't even the best part of the story. So we duct taped the windshield back together in
man.
Canada at a rest stop, and
Because that doesn't look like you guys are moving drugs.
It's DOT approved.
yeah. Oh no, we were totally legal, and taped the windshield back together. He actually cut a little hole so he could see out the mirror, so he could see the
awesome.
trailer and everything. And then we raced in Canada for a little under a week. Drive back to New Mexico. Raced, picked up the buddy Jason Irwin, went to Huntsville, Alabama, still with the duct tape on the windshield. Drove all the way to Huntsville, Alabama, raced there for the Eastern Grands, actually picked up my first national championship that weekend.
There you go.
2009 Heavy Mod Champ, never forget. Drove all the way home and then got it fixed. So
Wow.
that's probably my favorite.
That's the best story I've
Yeah.
ever heard.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That's golden.
yeah.
If there's one way to sum up Frank Fanelli, I think that's probably it right there.
Dude's just a
You
legend.
gotta love him.
He is
though.
a
Like,
legend.
that's an innovator too.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
Just pull the duct tape out.
Yeah,
I'm sure
Gorilla Tape. If you see this, sponsor us. Come on.
we need it. We
Yeah.
need it. Yeah, we could definitely use that. That's honestly an awesome story. I gotta say, that's
I
probably
love
one of
it.
the best stories that we've had on the show so
Yeah,
far.
never forget.
What's the worst date you've ever been on?
That's probably a tough one. There's been some rough double dates. Very just
Double dates?
awkward. Yeah.
Honestly, double dates are that's a tricky thing.
Yeah.
Because you kind of feel like you gotta one up your friend that you go with.
Yeah.
Because if you bring a grenade over there to,
Yeah.
Oh baby.
Yeah.
to the double date, that don't look good on you.
All right, while we're at it though, I'm single, ladies. Hey, if you could drop my social media right here when you edit this.
Yeah.
And what
Grand-
lady wouldn't want to brush that hair of yours? That's just
Well, in the comments, drop a comment, yes or no on the flow. What do you think?
Yeah.
We'll make a
Okay.
decision. What do you say?
And honestly, while he's at it, all three of us
Yeah,
are actually
we're
single.
all single as a Pringle.
yeah.
Hit us
Don't
up.
stop there.
Yeah.
But I want my social media right here,
Right.
on my hand.
Yeah. Well, I'll you got it.
All right,
Talk to
appreciate
the guy.
that.
This guy
So
doesn't do that.
on the subject of looks, going to the track, are you the iciest driver on the
Dude, I'm like the Kanye West of the racetrack. Hold on.
Are you?
I got the Yeezys on right now. Are these in the camera?
Oh,
Did they make it?
That's in the shot.
they see.
Oh yeah.
So
you
that
see
is
the
confirmed.
off-whites? Man, that answers your question.
It's confirmed. Okay.
How many shoes do you have? I've never even seen a pair of Yeezys in person. I got my shit kickers.
I got a pair of shit kickers.
Really?
You have one, yeah.
So you have a little bit of cowboy.
I do, Sometimes you got to put on, those are the working boots.
You're an Italian cowboy.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite rapper?
Oh,
I'm just hitting you with the
probably
hard.
right now, probably gonna go with Travis Scott. I mean,
Travis.
you can't beat
Stargazing
Astro
is
World
good.
was fire.
Astro, yeah.
Yeah, I'm really a big Travis Scott fan. Recently, though, I've been listening to a bunch of Little Baby.
Okay.
Okay.
You know?
He was on one of my favorite artists' songs not too long ago, because I'm a Young Gravy fan.
Yeah.
And he is hooked up with...
Okay.
Yeah,
I might have to peep that out. I'm not a
Yeah.
big Young Gravy fan. Nothing against you, Spence, but just
okay. Not a lot of
Young
people
Gravy
are.
doesn't... He's not calling my name, you know? Recently, not going to lie, for everybody watching this, listened to a couple Juice WRLD songs.
Dude,
You know?
for real.
He's not just good on features. I'm going to say that right now.
That's fair. That's fair.
I like that. And you're repping the Swindell Speed Lab.
Yeah, Swindell Speed Lab. If you're watching this, you know, maybe send the boys some merch.
Some apparel.
We'll throw some stickers on the cars. You know, I promise we run up front most of the time. Your stickers will make the podium.
Yeah, actually, fun fact, you have the most heat race wins
In a season.
last season
Yeah.
for New Mexico Motor Racing
Yeah,
Association.
got 8 heat race wins in a season. You know,
How many hot lap victories?
Oh, you know, I'd probably say, what was there, like 18 races on the schedule last year? I'll say like 16.
That's good.
I'll give
That's
two of them
good.
up.
That's
Yeah.
95%.
Yeah, you know?
Well, good news for you is like this year our schedule is mainly Sandia, so
Yeah.
that's like probably your best track.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got Sandia down. That's for sure.
Weird. I don't know if
Yeah.
there's any collusion.
Yeah,
on
it's
that
definitely not because, you know, my G-Paw is old Charlie, but, so that's a conversation for another episode.
one. Yeah, that's a whole other episode. Yeah, I agree with that one. So, dude, you got a new pad coming.
Yeah.
New shop, new pad. Tell us
Yep.
about that real quick.
You know, it's I'm really excited actually. We've been working out of the shop for a little bit, a couple weeks, you know, putting the car together, and it's really nice.
There's
you know.
nothing nicer than a fresh, clean area to work in.
Yeah, and especially because we were working out at the 3-car garage forever.
Yeah.
Now we're in this nice.
Well, you
know,
gotta feel that from me.
Yeah,
I have a two-car
garage. Everybody's put their feet down in the Truman's garage before. Everybody's got to start there.
Yeah, big shout out to Truman.
Yeah, rip Truman to that car I destroyed. If you watch this, I'm sorry.
Rest in
Which car was that? I don't even remember that one.
Oh, dude, it was black and pink and
Oh, so that was Cody's old car?
yeah, the car Cody drove.
Yeah.
Yeah, rip that car, junked it.
Where'd you shit can that one?
Turn 1, Sandia.
Nice.
Second race in a sprint car.
Comes out of nowhere.
Went over, learned that the right rear tires are not supposed to touch. You know, just went right over one and just, you know,
Kept going.
sky ground, sky ground, sky ground, sky ground.
Wow.
Eventually, you know, you stop and you're like looking around and you're like, I'm good. And then I passed out.
Instantly.
And then, yeah, I woke up in the ambulance, IVs in both my arms. I was like, oh, this ain't good. I look at my mom. She's like freaking out. I'm like, oh, this is not good.
Wow.
So,
God.
but hey, we rallied back, you know.
We need you back.
Dude,
for
I had one of
another
those
segment.
IVs in today. That shit hurts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably easier when you're passed out.
Yeah, you know, I don't really remember it.
But
So.
they just, honestly, like, I was in the hospital for, I don't know, like 8 hours today. They stuck that in, and they just kept it in there. Like,
Well,
Got to get you your fluids, man.
yeah,
well,
man.
You're
they
dehydrated.
won't even pump me.
Oh.
They just kept it in. I'm like, I can't move my arm.
Didn't you also go home with like some sticker or whatever?
Yeah, you still
Some,
had
like,
the-
Yeah, I had all my EKGs.
Nice.
They did that to me. I had them all over my chest and
Dude,
stuff.
They're trying to
and
get rid of them.
Dude, they hurt to take off.
Yeah, honestly, I had the full wiring harness. I
Yeah.
looked like a 99 Yamaha R6 or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
I head to toe. I had some on my feet. I don't know why you need some on your feet. I'm not a doctor. I'm honestly too stupid to do any. I don't even know what classes I'm taking this semester. I
Those things hurt to come off. Believe it or not, 15-year-old Fanelli had chest hair. And,
I believe it.
You know, it took some chest hair off. You know, hurt a little bit, stung a little bit.
Bring a tear to the eye.
Yeah.
That does. That hurts a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Have you ever had anything like that done? Man?
Nope. I've never really been to the hospital for
Hey,
anything.
if this video gets 100 likes, we will wax Matt's chest. How about that?
He has nothing.
I have nothing. A little peach fuzz.
If you want to wait another like 3 to 6 weeks, I'm sure
right.
I'm gonna be full again.
We will wax someone's chest.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know how many people have me on Snapchat. I wax my nipples.
Our hairiest friend, we'll wax him. You.
Rochambeau, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, rock. For
We'll
sure.
have to do some challenge.
Yeah.
Loser.
Yeah, something like that.
Something crazy. Something to get some views.
Yeah, no, we're doing all right on views. We definitely had a drop
After this
off.
episode, it's gonna skyrocket.
Yeah, this is,
I hope.
I'm telling you what.
I hope it doesn't go down, you know.
It might. Honestly, it might.
No, I'll shout it out on all my social
Okay.
media
Honestly.
platforms.
Yeah, and we did just give Michael Fanelli the first actual T-shirt from the Wheels Up Wednesday podcast, and something cool. Check this out. we have another, look at that, Wheels Up Wednesday, limited edition t-shirt. And you guys can actually win this shirt. I'm doing this because I messed up and did not produce an episode last week like I promised I would. So, Wheels Up Wednesday t-shirt. Check our social media this week. I'll announce a little giveaway. And I think we might have something to give away from Michael, too. So.
Yeah, you know what? I'll throw a shirt in on that, you know? We'll support everybody.
So we'll have something like that.
Speaking of t-shirts, I brought you guys t-shirts, you know? Yeah, here we go. I got one for you.
Oh, man.
One for you. You know, when I watched a couple of the episodes, I did enjoy the scenery. But Matt, I really think you should put yours up like right there behind the Wheels Up Wednesday banner. Above it, to the side.
I'm definitely going to wear this to the gym. I know that.
Definitely.
So the ladies
you'll
are
get
like,
all the birds at the
who's
gym.
Fanelli?
You'll get all the females.
Yeah. I'm going to tell them who you are. And
Well, thank you, Michael.
I appreciate that.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on. Of course, Michael Fanelli, 2018 Sprint Car Stampede champion and 2016 NMMRA champion. Michael, real quick, give us those socials one more time so we can follow you.
Yeah, so Instagram and Twitter is m_fastnelly, FASTNELLI. Facebook, Michael Fanelli Motorsports. Snapchat. Hit my Instagram DM. I'll decide if I'll give that to you.
Do you have a MySpace handle?
Yeah, it's Footlong.
Yo, they lost all their music.
Footlong Fanelli.
Did you see that shit?
Nuh-uh.
Yo, just real quick, I know we got to wrap up this segment.
It's all good.
MySpace lost, 14 years worth of music that they had on their website. So, I guess, I don't know. I'm too young for that shit, but I guess you used to be able to, record your own songs onto it. It was kind of like a Spotify or a SoundCloud type shit.
Wow.
They lost everyone's tunes. So if you had something on MySpace,
it's gone.
You're SOL.
RIP.
Thank you again, Michael.
Yep.
We'll be right back after this break with the Wheels Up watch list. Thank you for tuning in. You're watching Wheels Up Wednesday. This episode of Wheels Up Wednesday is brought to you by Distinct Inc. With all the best apparel brands known to man and unmatched customer service, Distinct Inc. is no doubt the way to go. They cover us here at Wheels Up Wednesday, and they should cover you too. Distinct Inc. Go online now at www.distinctinc.com. Email them today at distinctinc@gmail.com or call them at 505-290-0793. That's Distinct Inc. Tell them we sent you. Welcome back to Wheels Up Wednesday, episode 6 of season 2. Matt, let's you want to roll on with the watch list now?
Yeah, let's yes.
Yeah,
sure.
Maybe, I'm not sure. Okay. Let's start out with the NASCAR Gander Outdoors Truck Series from Texas Motor Speedway this weekend for the Vancore 350, Friday, March 29th. That's going to be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox Sports 1. And, of course, NASCAR Xfinity Series is also going to be at the Texas Motor Speedway. That's for the My Bariatric Solutions 300, Saturday, March 30th, 1 p.m. Fox Sports 1 is going to be the place to watch that. And Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series action as well from the Texas Motor Speedway, Sunday, March 31st, 3 p.m. Back on Fox this weekend for the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500. New qualifying format for the NASCAR Cup Series this weekend. No longer can they stay stuck on pit road and blocking the pit road for qualifying. Once you leave the pit box, you must go out and make a lap, and if you do not clock in a lap in qualifying this weekend, you will have to start from the rear.
Well,
NTT IndyCar Series from Birmingham, Alabama for the Honda Indy Grand Prix of Alabama, Sunday, April 7th. That's in a couple weeks now. For NBCSN, 4 p.m. is the time on that. Let's flip the page now over for NHRA Mellow Yellow Drag Racing Series.
NHRA is headed to Vegas this weekend for the 4-wide Nationals. So cool when they race 4-wide. That'll be Sunday, April 7th, 5:30 p.m. on Fox Sports 1. World of Outlaws, NOS Energy Sprint Cars, will be having their Woo Points race, Keller Auto Speedway, Friday, March 29th. That'll be on Dirt Vision. And the SoCal Showdown at Paris Auto Speedway, Saturday, March 30th, also on Dirt Vision. Arca Menard Series going to the Kentuckiana 4 Dealers 200. That'll be at Salem Speedway. You can catch that Sunday, April 14th on MAV TV. And to round out the watch list, Monster Energy AMA Supercross headed to Houston, Texas at the NRG Stadium. Saturday, March 30th, 8 p.m. NBCSN.
Yep, and once again, want to thank Michael Fanelli for coming on the show today. Always a good time talking to Michael, a fun personality to have, both on and off the track. Everybody really enjoys talking to Michael. Want to give a quick shout-out once again to Distinct Inc. For sponsoring this episode. Distinct Inc., a very good apparel company out of Grants, New Mexico, and they do everything, Matt. They do hats. They did this hat that I'm wearing right here, the Spencer Hill Racing 4S hat. They do hats, though.
We've had a couple polos made.
We've had some polos made by them. Everything that they make is just so comfortable.
It is.
It's amazing that they produce such great things over there. Love them. Great customer service as always over there. They do screen printing, and I mean, pretty much anything you can think of, even decal work. They could do stuff like that, making stickers. Anything you can think of, Distinct Inc. can do. So want to give a huge shout out to them for helping us out here on the Wheels Up Wednesday podcast.
For sure.
Huge to announce that they are our first sponsor for this podcast. So just so cool, Matt.
Quick question for this giveaway. Is there any requirements that we're going to have up on social media to maybe win this shirt?
Yeah, so I'm going to form the actual giveaway rules here in this next week. Look for it probably Wednesday night.
Okay, so stay tuned to win this shirt.
It's going to be over Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Of course, we have all of those here below us as far as what our handles are. And yeah, if you pretty much share the post and you like our page, and it sounds like Michael Fanelli's going to throw in a shirt as well.
Yep.
So if you like his page as well, you're going to be thrown into a drawing, going to be random drawing, and then the winner gets a couple free t-shirts. So who doesn't like free shit, Matt?
I sure as hell do.
Everybody likes free shit. But Matt, that's about all the time we have for today's episode of Wheels Up Wednesday. Thank you guys for sticking with us. I know it's been kind of a weird couple of weeks with us being gone and then me being sick last week. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, subscribe to this YouTube channel. You guys are doing good. Much better than last time. We're up to 40 subscribers now on the YouTube channel.
Yes.
Keep that rolling. We always need more. I can tell who subscribes and who doesn't, so make sure you click that button below. Also, you want to leave us a thumbs up on this video and subscribe to notifications on all of our social medias. Of course, that's Wheels Up Wednesday on Facebook, and then Instagram, Twitter the same, at Wheels Up Podcast.
We should make a Wheels Up Snapchat.
I don't
That's
know
a lot
if
of
they
work.
can handle the
That's
Wheels
a
Up
lot of work.
Snapchat. We do way too much crazy
do.
stuff. You can always follow us on our personal Snapchat, though.
True.
Mo9Omic and Spencer Hill 4. For Matt Omic, though, I'm Spencer Hill. This is all the time that we have for today's episode. Make sure you tune in next week, where we'll have another great one in store for you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next Wednesday.
Wheels out.